After a good dose of hilarity in Act 2, we now need to get serious. The rebels are meeting at Owen Glendower's castle in Wales to decide how to carve England up after they overthrow King Henry. Present at the meeting are Hotspur, his uncle the Earl of Worcester, Glendower, and Edmund Mortimer, the one who would be king. The stage is set for macho tension as Hotspur and Glendower have a personality clash. Both are renowned as fearsome warriors, but Glendower is also known as a powerful dark wizard. He boasts that when he was born, the sky lit up with fiery comets and the earth trembled. These signs marked him as extraordinary. But do you think Hotspur is impressed? As if. He doesn't go in for this supernatural malarkey and has no time for Welsh fairy tales. Besides, there are more important things to discuss, like their three-way division of English land after the Battle of Shrewsbury. With the strength of their combined armies, it's obvious they'll beat King Henry. The tricky part is agreeing on their share of the spoils. Finally, the deal is struck, and it's time to leave. Glendower goes to fetch their wives so they can all have a proper farewell. While he's out of the room, Mortimer and Worcester tell Hotspur to mind his manners. Glendower is a worthy ally, and Hotspur should show more respect. That hot temper of his is useful on the battlefield, but harmful in friendship and politics. Hey team, just a reminder, if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. It really helps the channel out, and our next upload could be on something taught in your next class. Thanks, and back to the video. When the ladies enter, Lady Mortimer is weeping. She's Glendower's daughter, newly married to Mortimer. But Glendower has to interpret for her because she doesn't speak English, and Mortimer doesn't speak Welsh. In the end, she sits with Mortimer's head in her lap, soothing him with a Welsh song. It's all a bit cute, and the only way Hotspur can cope with it is by making rude jokes and teasing his wife. Hotspur's the first to dip out, followed by Glendower and Mortimer. They'll sign their three-way agreement and ride for Shrewsbury. To battle! Back at the Royal Palace in London, another feisty confrontation is about to take place. Hal, the wayward Prince of Wales, is about to face his father, King Henry IV. Having been conspicuously absent from court and notorious in the taverns of Eastcheap, Hal must explain himself. Here goes nothing. The king launches in, scolding Hal for his disgraceful behaviour and vulgar friends. Hal weakly defends himself, saying that not everything he's accused of is true, just some of it. Be serious, Hal. The royal family and most of the nobility think you're a lost cause. The only way the king was able to return from exile, win the people's love, and take the throne was to be seldom seen, like a comet. The king is a winner because he's modest and dignified, not a cheesy showman like Richard II, whom he deposed. Richard's popularity was the end of him. And that's where you're headed, Hal, if you don't pull your head in. Hal promises to be more himself, but that's not really enough. The Percy family, including the mighty Hotspur, are poised to pounce, and the king is nervous. The rebels are gaining strength, and soldiers are ready to follow Hotspur into battle. Hal and Hotspur are the same age, but worlds apart in terms of valour and influence. As it is, Hotspur has a stronger claim to the throne, simply by being himself. And now, thanks to their alliance with the Welsh and Scots, the rebels are a massive threat. So, what have you got to say to that, Hal? The king's not sure why he's even bothering. In fact, he wouldn't be surprised if Hal abandoned him to join the rebels. Whoa, Daddy, let's not go that far. Hal is thoroughly contrite. He promises in the name of God, to win back his honour and his father's love by defeating Hotspur. But if the battle doesn't go well, then Hal hopes his own death will redeem him and earn him his father's forgiveness. Actually, that was well said. The king is impressed and ready to trust Hal in this epic fight for the crown, and it looks like it's going to happen soon. So Walter Blunt brings an urgent message. The rebels are at Shrewsbury and have amassed a huge army. But the king already knew this and has been getting organised for 5 days now. They'll all meet again at Bridgenorth in 12 days, with the king's armies fully assembled. There's a lot to do between now and then, so let's crack on. Well, this is all very serious. Let's see what Falstaff is up to. Maybe he can lighten the mood a little. He's at the Boar's Head Tavern, but he's in a bad mood. He's feeling old and shriveled and guilty for his life of sin. He'd better repent before the end, which could be any time. He asks Bardolph to sing him a rude song to make him merry again. But instead, Bardolph insults Falstaff's fatness, so Falstaff insults Bardolph's bright red face. When Mistress Quickly, the hostess, enters, Falstaff asks her if she knows who picked his pocket. You'll remember from last lesson that Hal asked Peto to do it while Falstaff was snoring away behind the tapestry. Poor Mistress Quickly has no idea, though. She swears that neither her nor her husband have a clue about this alleged theft. Being in a foul mood, Falstaff insults her and starts an argument. But she's on to him. He owes her money, and he's picking a fight with her to avoid paying his debt. When Hal enters, Falstaff appeals to him, saying a fortune was stolen from his pocket the other night. Hal hears him out, listens as he insults Mistress Quickly, then shames him with the truth. He picked Falstaff's pocket, and there was nothing in there worth more than a few pennies. Instead of apologising, Falstaff graciously forgives Mistress Quickly and asks for his breakfast. He then asks about the robbery. Does he have to answer a charge? Nope. Hal has paid all the money back and patched things up with the king. And, seeing as there's a war coming, he has a job for Falstaff. He will command an infantry company. What? Actual responsibility? This is quite a reality check. Hal really is a changed man. He gives orders to Bardolph and Peto, then commands Falstaff to meet him tomorrow. He'll give him his orders and money for his troops' equipment. England is burning, and they must cut Hotspur down, or die trying. Hal really is taking charge. Good for him. But will the king's forces be any match for Hotspur's rebel armies? We hope you enjoyed this Schooling Online production. For more easy lessons, check out our other videos.